Welcome to Learn Commerce PU online classes. Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.
Hello my dear students, welcome to economics online classes. In the previous class we had discussed regarding the infrastructure, role of infrastructure in economic development. Let us study the health infrastructure and energy infrastructure. So there are many infrastructure we have seen. So as we say, education is also infrastructure, communication is also infrastructure, health is also infrastructure, energy is also infrastructure. So energy is essential for development of a country. It is the basic tool for the country's development. So country's economic stability and prosperity always depends upon the whatever the energy available in that particular country. Thus economic development go with the energy infrastructure. Let us look at what is energy infrastructure and what are the sources of energy infrastructure. So first and foremost, main indicator of economic growth is the infrastructure. In infrastructure, energy is the basic infrastructure. Thus, as we know that energy is critical aspect for the development of a nation. Development of nation always depends upon the energy infrastructure, because when the energy infrastructure is available in the proper manner, then the production is also increases. All the most advanced technologies, everything requires energy nowadays. So after the modernization, energy infrastructure gained a lot of importance. Thus, for increasing the production, energy is very essential. Without energy, it is unable to think about our economy and economic activities. All the economic activities based on the energy infrastructure. Thus, it is a critical aspects of the development of nation. It is essential, needed. So, most needed, that is what it is said to be the critical aspect. Without energy, there is no economic development. It is impossible to develop the economy of a nation. Thus, economic development always depends upon the good energy available in that particular country, either the commercial source or non-commercial energy source. So, it is essential for industries and industrial development. For running any industries, either small scale industries or large scale industries or agro based industries, all requires the energy sources, because power is essential. Without power, any kind of the power, either tidal energy or wind energy or any kind of energy, so without power it is not possible to increase the production. Increasing production is essential for increasing the GDP growth rate. So GDP growth rate increases means it will automatically link to the development of a country. Thus, energy is essential for development of small scale and large scale industries. To run the industries, energy is required. Without power, it is unable to increase the production in the industries. Thus, energy is also essential for agricultural sector. Why the energy is needed for the agriculture sector means, modern days agriculture is also commercialized. For commercialization of agriculture happened during the independence, after the independence period, you know that. So, to increase the production in the agricultural sector, nowadays it is essential to use the machines and the old and outdated techniques. So, adopting the new techniques in the place of old and outdated techniques in the agriculture, it needs energy or power, because using of irrigation facilities, pump sets required, for that energy is required, or for the bore wells, or for the construction of new ponds. So, drip irrigation or any kind of irrigation, it requires the energy. Thus, even the agriculture sector is also required the energy nowadays for increasing and commercializing the agriculture and agricultural production. Thus, energy is essential not only for industries but also for the agriculture and agricultural related activities. Thus, it is used for the household purpose. As you know that for lighting lamp we need energy, cooking we need. So for all the purpose we need the energy. Without energy it is unable to do our household activities from the morning till the evening. All are depends on energy or power for the different economic activities as well as non-economic activities. Both economic as well as non-economic activities requires the energy. So this energy is the infrastructure. It is essential for household purpose, household activities. Then there are two sources of energy, as you know, commercial sources of energy and non-commercial sources of energy. As you know that commercial sources of energy are said to be the exhaustible sources of energy. Once we use, then it lost its significance or importance. Only once we can use that. That energy is said to be the commercial sources of energy, exhaustible sources. But non-commercial sources of energy are renewable. Once we use, we can use again and again. That is said to be the non-conventional sources of energy or renewable sources of energy. Thus, commercial sources of energy and non-commercial sources of energy both both are the energies, but both were essential for the country's development. Commercial sources of energy includes both commercial and non-commercial sources of energy. Got the point? Commercial sources of energy includes both commercial and non-commercial sources of energy, but non-commercial sources of energy includes solar, wind, tidal power, solar energy, wind energy and tidal energy. Thus, what we are going to see here means there are two sources of energy. One is commercial source, other one is non-commercial source, or renewable and non-renewable energy. So let us look at what are the sources of energy. Why the energy is essential? As you know that for agricultural purpose, industrial purpose, and for the small scale and large scale industrial purpose and development of the nation, energy is required. It is a critical aspect for the development of a nation. Thus, energy is also one kind of infrastructure. So, energy infrastructure directly contribute for the increasing the GDP growth rate of the country. Thus, energy and infrastructure both are go hand in hand. Energy is also one kind of infrastructure. So, what are the main sources of energy? As we know that there are two sources of energy. One is commercial energy source and second one is non-commercial energy source. Sources of energy includes two types. One is commercial energy source. So, other one is non-commercial energy source. Let us look at the charts. What are the commercial source of energy? As you know that commercial source of energy includes coal, petroleum and other petroleum products. Then also electricity is said to be the commercial source of energy. As you know that for using the electricity, we are paying the bill for that electric bills. Either the industry should pay, institutions should pay, household purpose we are using the electricity means also you are going to pay the bills. Why you are going to pay the bills means generating electricity, it requires a huge amount or investment. So, to fill that investment that is required to pay, the public should pay for that. So, commercial source of energy means for using the energy we should pay for that. One should pay for that, pay and buy. Thus, it is said to be the commercial source of energy. Coal, petroleum, electricity, we are paying the bill for that too. That is said to be the commercial source of energy. Exhaustible source, you know that once we use, we cannot use for the next day. So, coal, petroleum, once we use the petrol, again next day or petrol and petroleum products, again we are going to refill that. Otherwise, it don't have any of use. Thus, it will lose its importance. Even the electricity, once we use means for tomorrow we can't keep that. Again was something we can use for tomorrow. Today is for today, tomorrow is for tomorrow. So, non-commercial source of energy is agricultural waste and firewood. Agricultural waste and firewood are said to be the non-commercial source. It is not the commercial source of energy. Anyone can use it. Agricultural waste and firewood. The sources of energy includes commercial source and non-commercial source. Commercial source of energy includes coal, petroleum and electricity, and non-commercial energy includes agricultural waste and firewood. So, by this we came to know that there are sources of energy. These sources of energy is essential for household purpose, agricultural purpose, industrial purpose and overall development of the nation. Energy is required. Energy is source of development. Energy is tool for development, path of development. So, energy required for the development of the nation. How the energy is required for the development of the nation means, development of the nation depends upon agricultural development and industrial development and service sector development. There are three sectors of economy, you know that. Primary sector, secondary sector, service sector or tertiary sector. Primary sector is agriculture, secondary sector is industrial sector and tertiary sector is service sector. Whatever we can say, communication, everything comes in the tertiary sector, service activities, post, telecom, telegram, whatever communication. Thus, all these three sectors depends on energy infrastructure. If there is no energy infrastructure, it is unable to think about our economy and economic development. So, overall development of the economy depends upon infrastructure. So, in infrastructure, energy infrastructure is most significant compared to all other infrastructure. Even the health infrastructure is also required. Health is there, then only one can acquire the wealth. But energy infrastructure is must and should for development of the industries and agriculture sector. Development of industry and agriculture sector increases productivity. Productivity increases means GDP increases. If the gross domestic product increases, per capita income of individual increases, investment increases, employment increases, overall growth rate of the economy increases. Thus, for development of any nation, energy is very, very essential. So, improvement in the energy or improved energy will increase the efficiency of the country. Thus, one should give importance to the crucial aspect, that is energy is critical aspect for the development of nation. It includes two types, commercial source of energy and non-commercial source of energy. So, next we are going to see what are the health infrastructure, how it is essential for development of the country. Thank you.
Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.